State Route 22 insurance in the U.S. What you need to know. Introduction. What is State Route 22? Contrary to common belief, State Route 22 is not an insurance policy. Instead, it is a certificate of financial responsibility that proves you carry the minimum required car insurance as mandated by your state. It is filed by your insurance company with your state's Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, to confirm that you're financially responsible for any future incidents involving your vehicle. State Route 22 is often associated with high-risk drivers. If the court or DMV orders you to file in State Route 22, you cannot legally drive until it's done. While the process may seem intimidating, it is a manageable requirement if you understand how it works, who needs it, and how much it costs. 2. Who needs in State Route 22? SR-22s are typically required for drivers who are considered high risk by the state. Here are common situations wherein State Route 22 is mandated. DUI/DWI convictions. Driving under the influence is one of the most common reasons in State Route 22 is required. Courts may order this filing to ensure the driver remains insured while recovering their driving privileges. Reckless driving or repeated violations. If you've accumulated multiple traffic offenses within a short time or committed a serious violation like driving 30+ mph over the speed limit, your license could be suspended, requiring State Route 22 to reinstate. Driving without insurance. If you're caught driving uninsured, you may be ordered to file State Route 22 to confirm future compliance. License suspension or revocation. Some states require in State Route 22 before they'll reinstate a suspended or revoked license. At-fault accidents without insurance. If you cause an accident while uninsured, you'll likely need State Route 22 to resume legal driving. In short, State Route 22 is a red flag in your driving record, and while not permanent, it signals to insurers that you are a higher risk than average. 3. How does State Route 22 work? Once the state mandates you to file State Route 22, here's what happens. You contact your insurance company and request State Route 22 filing. Not all insurers offer this, so you may need to switch. The insurer files the form directly with the DMV on your behalf. You maintain continuous insurance coverage for the mandated period, usually 3 years, though this can vary by state or offense. If your coverage lapses or you cancel your policy, your insurer must notify the DMV and your license may be suspended again. Maintaining consistent coverage during this period is critical. 4. How much does State Route 22 cost? The cost of in-State Route 22 filing is twofold. 1. Filing fee. This is a one-time fee that your insurer charges for filing the State Route 22 form. It generally ranges from $15 to $50, depending on the company and state. 2. Increased premiums. The real cost comes from the higher insurance premiums you'll pay because you're now labeled a high-risk driver. Premiums can rise anywhere from 40% to 100% plus, depending on your driving history, the offense that triggered the State Route 22, your age, zip code, and credit score, the type of car you drive. For example, someone who paid $1,200 per year for auto insurance pre-violation could see their rate rise to $2,400 or more after in-State Route 22 filing. 3. Reinstatement fees. In some states, you must pay a license reinstatement fee, typically ranging from $100 to $300 before your driving privileges are restored. Where to get State Route 22 insurance. Many mainstream insurance companies offer State Route 22 filings, though not all do. Below are some common providers. The General, known for specializing in high-risk drivers. Fast State Route 22 processing. Dairyland offers both owner and non-owner State Route 22 policies. Progressive offers State Route 22 filings in most states and handles them online or via agents. Geico may file State Route 22 depending on the state. Contact required to verify. Freeway Insurance, a network of insurance brokers that connects high-risk drivers with insurers offering State Route 22. Pro tip: use the phrase State Route 22 insurance near me to find local agents or insurance companies that can file your form promptly, especially if you need it to get your license back quickly. 6. What if I don't own a car? If you're required to file on State Route 22 but don't own a vehicle, you can still comply through what's called a non-owner State Route 22 policy. This is a liability-only policy that covers you when you drive vehicles you don't own, like rentals or a friend's car. Benefits: keeps your driver's license active. Less expensive than regular insurance, since you're not insuring a specific car. Helps rebuild your driving record and eventually remove the high-risk label. However, non-owner policies don't cover damages to the car you're driving or offer comprehensive/collision coverage. 7. How long do I need State Route 22? This depends on your state and violation, but typically ranges from 3 to 5 years. You must keep continuous insurance during the required period. If your policy lapses or is canceled, the countdown may restart from 0. At the end of the required period, your insurer can stop filing the State Route 22, and you'll likely be eligible for lower premiums again, especially if you've maintained a clean driving record in the meantime. 8. State-specific differences. While State Route 22 is a nationwide process, every state has its own rules. A few notes. Florida and Virginia also have a similar form called SR-22, typically for DUI convictions. It requires higher liability coverage than State Route 22. Delaware, Kentucky, Minnesota, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, and Oklahoma do not require SR-22s. Penalties and duration requirements vary widely. Always check your state's DMV or Department of Insurance for specifics. 9. Common questions. Can I drive while waiting for State Route 22 to be filed? No. You must wait until the DMV confirms your State Route 22 is on file and your license is reinstated. Can I switch insurers while I have State Route 22? Yes, but make sure there's no lapse in coverage. The new insurer must file a new State Route 22 before you cancel your old policy. What happens if my State Route 22 expires early? Your insurer must notify the DMV. Your license will likely be suspended again until you resume coverage and file another State Route 22. Conclusion. What should you do next? If you've been ordered to file on State Route 22, don't panic. While it's a serious marker on your driving record, it's not permanent. The keys to moving forward are: understand your state's rules about how long State Route 22 is required. Work with a reputable insurer that specializes in high-risk coverage. Avoid coverage lapses and keep a clean driving record. Compare quotes from multiple providers to minimize your premium increases. Over time, you can recover from this setback, and with consistent, responsible driving, you may be eligible for standard insurance rates again within a few years. Have questions about State Route 22 insurance? Drop your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Whether you're dealing with State Route 22 now or just want to learn more, I'm here to help you understand it better. Let's start the conversation.